Quick, because I know you're busy. They told me you only have 25 minutes, so let's get going.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, they scheduled me very tight. Sorry.
I know.
Man. So
that's how you are. You're very tight. That's what she said.
Love you for your humor.
So I'm here today with Kevin. Electric Callboy is in the house. And let me start off by saying this. Lineup change, name change, Eurovision snub. I mean, you guys have been super busy. Now, how much of these things shaped Techno?
Wow, we've been working on Techno for like almost 2 years, and it's a part of every single bit, you know, like the Eurovision Song Contest was just a little journey beside that writing on the new album. I'd say Eurovision was just a very exciting time for us, but has no influence on our new record, I would say. But I would say it's a hard question, man. We've been working every single day, like for almost 2 years. We've been in the studio for this album so often, and I can't remember any time in our past where we have been working so hard for a new record. But all these things you have mentioned are just, are just side notes. You know what I mean? Like there was the name change, lineup change, and I would say lineup change was the basement for everything that happened, because it made us work together. It made us keep going again. You know, like we've been stuck in a deep hole with our old singer where we couldn't get out. But Nico and with having Nico in our group formed something very new, and it gave us the positivity to go on, and this is what came out, you know. Like we had an amazing time since then, and the name change was, I would say, on this way because there was more responsibility, because increased popularity, I would say. So in Europe, this hasn't been a big problem, because people don't think about anything concerning our old name, you know. But when you reach out over borders, like to Canada, for example, you know, you know better than me that then this name is problematic, and we didn't want that. So we had this name change, and I'm so happy with it. We should have done it much earlier, and now we're here with a new record, Techno, as you already said.
You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I never really got the whole Eskimo thing, but you know, I think electric fits you guys a lot better.
Thank you, man.
But I have to ask you one more question about the Eurovision. Were you guys ever serious about it, or it was just Electric Callboy being Electric Callboy?
Yeah, I would say it's exactly like this, because you know when you're getting drunk on at a party, so, and everybody's like, yeah, we should once do this. And then everybody's looking at you and say, like, why not now? Yeah, why not now? Why not doing it now? And so, like, we couldn't get out of this situation anymore. And it all started with this one comment below under a video of ours, where somebody said, like, these guys should be an act for Eurovision Song Contest for Germany, and they would have a chance to win or something. And it got so many upvotes that that we came to see this, and then everybody was asking us for it, and then like one step after another, and at some point we found ourselves in Berlin being in some kind of pre-selection for the German pre-selection. It was just crazy, and I was just crazy.
I'm not going to take credit, but I think I was the one that said it first on one of our videos, and somebody heard me, and then they comment in the comment section. But I'm not going to take credit. I'm going to be humble.
We're gonna mention you. I can remember when you said that, and it's very funny that we almost made it. And from this point of view that we have now, I don't want to be a bad loser, but it's the best thing that could happen that we didn't take part in the Eurovision Song Contest, because everybody was like getting so pissed when we couldn't. When we couldn't compete for Germany, or even in the German pre-selection.
I think you guys would have won, though. I'm not joking. I honestly think you guys would have had a big chance of winning the whole thing.
Yeah, what the German, I don't want to go that far, but what the Germans don't understand, and there is one media company responsible for this Eurovision Song Contest in Germany. What they don't understand is that they told us our song doesn't fit into the radio, like they couldn't play it on the radio. And this was their reason, their main reason why they didn't pick us. But I'm saying, isn't it for the good entertainment aspect that people like some acts at the Eurovision Song Contest? I mean, remember Lordi, for example.
Exactly.
You don't want to see the same band and the same song all over again every year. And this is what's happening in Germany. Like they only take the secure way, you know. Mm-hmm. Never dare something. And I know we're different, and we might shock somebody, but this is what it's all about, man. Yeah, it would have been so much fun.
And you said you guys have been working for a very long time on techno. So did you guys have a vision for what you wanted the message of the album to be, or things kind of just came along the way they came along?
Yeah, again, both, I would say. Like on the one side, we started writing this record with our song Hyper Hyper in the back, you know, like there was Hyper Hyper, and we tried to like understand what was going on, and then we liked what was going on, and we at the same time we didn't want to copy Hyper Hyper, but we wanted to keep up this sort of vibe that we created. And so we wrote one song after another, and there were songs like, I remember, what was the first song? For example, Techno Train, not released yet. Techno Train was one of the first. We got
one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I enjoy playing it, absolutely. So I can't wait for the tour. But the fun songs came first, but we didn't want to lose the serious side of Electric Callboy as well. You know what I mean? Like there is this fun side, and in the negative times of COVID, of pandemic, we needed those funny songs. You know what I mean? Like we've been sitting at home, and everybody enjoyed it. Like not only us writing it and creating the art, but also the people consuming it over the internet, YouTube, whatever, our social media content. And thing is, we wanted to go on with that, but also there was a time for some serious songs. And we came to a point, I remember that exactly, when we had a couple of songs ready for the album, and then it was time to write serious songs. And then Mind Reader and Parasite, for example, came to life. And these are songs that have a more serious topic. And for all the new Electric Callboy listeners and fans out there, this might be something different, but this has always been a part of Electric Callboy, and I'm glad to have songs like that on the album.
Yeah. I think it helps break the album, and I think that leads me to my next point. When you have half of the record made up of singles, is it difficult to create a track listing that's going to appeal to the listener, that's going to keep the listener engaged? How do you approach that?
We start writing an album just without any expectations and limitations, just going for it and sitting in the studio and clicking through the VST instruments, checking new sounds, whatever, checking new riffs and getting inspired by new music and just being the artists that we are. And when you have created some songs for the album already, then sometimes the hard part begins, because then you write songs on purpose. You know what I mean? They don't just happen. You intend to write a particular song. For example, a hard song with some hard techno bass lines, but also a catchy sing-along chorus and whatever. And then it gets hard, because then sometimes you get stuck. You know, you work on a song, and then for weeks and weeks, nothing happens really. And this is sometimes very annoying. And we have been there many times, but yeah, it's the thing. When you're just a hobby musician, you know, you usually stop exactly at the point where it gets hard work, you know. But when music is your job, you cannot stop. You just go on. And I experienced a lot of times when we wrote a new album that when you work and really keep yourself doing it and being into the situation, you get a result at the end. And I'm always satisfied when we worked hard. And for example, the song that we worked hard for the most was Techno Train also, and Parasite, because these songs started like, wow, we have so many ideas, and then damn it, we got the moves was first, you know, and then Techno Train was similar from the bass drums, and then we didn't want to copy it, and then try to find something else that is still different, but still not too different.
Techno Train, I have to ask you this, because when I was listening to the album,
yeah, sure,
it gave me Bloodhound Gang vibes. Were you guys slightly inspired by, you know, the bad touch from Bloodhound Gang when you created that song?
Yeah, absolutely. That vibe definitely got us doing that. We like this. We like that ambiguity of words, like you know what I mean. Like you talk about the train.
Read between the lines.
Exactly, between the lines. And we kept talking about the train and what's going on that train, but still everybody knows what still is meant, you know. And we had so many ideas, and licky sucky, yeah, you make my lollipoppy. It's like it's so simple, but yet so funny. We had so much fun writing it, and yeah. And choo. I always wanted to do just some, because many times when I scream and shout, they don't even understand what I'm screaming and shouting about. You know what I mean? I could do whatever I want, and I love doing the choo. You know what I mean? It was so funny, and I can't wait to play that live, to be honest.
Considering how some of these lyrics, how crazy they are. I mean, everybody knows about all the singles and the videos that goes with those singles. Is there any idea out there or any concept for a video that you guys were like, we should do this? And then after thinking a little bit better, it's like, you know, even for us, this is a little bit too much out there. Is there a buffer? Do you guys have a buffer?
We always go for the stars, you know what I mean? Like we always take the highest goals we can get, and it's a concept of an utopia, you know. If you try to reach something that is maybe out of your reach, you at least can say of yourself that you reached your personal maximum, you know what I mean? Like when we shoot a video, it's like we give our best, and we set ourselves so high standards that in the end we can say it's the best we could have. And I remember some videos where we were not satisfied. It's like years ago, but it was not because we set our goals too high. It was more that we had some misunderstandings with some producer that we worked with, but now we're doing all that stuff on our own, so we're good. There is, I mean, it's always like when girls choose some dresses to go out with, you know, like they always have hard times to find the perfect dress. But I always tell my wife, nobody knows about your dresses at home. They only see what you're wearing, you know. So nobody can judge you. They only see what they're seeing, and they can't say, "Oh, the other one would have fit you better." They just, you know what I'm talking about, you know?
Yeah.
So
that's also first shit right there.
Yeah, yeah, man. I did have some beers, man.
But I love that line. Now, I didn't know you guys were doing your own videos. So from start to finish, when it comes to a music video for you guys, is everything done in-house? How are budgets put together? I mean, this last one you guys did on a I was gonna say on a yacht, but I think I'm stretching it. A small yacht.
Yeah. Tiny one.
How does it work budget-wise, like transporting the idea into the budget into making it happen?
So this is where the label comes in. Like, hello, you're popular now a little bit more than you used to be, and now we have more money for you. You know, it's always like that. So we're happy to have a good label that supports us half-wise. Like we give our own best, and Pascal, our guitar player, and his brother, and a tremendous team behind them, works with them for our videos. And yeah, good budgets are always a thing because things are so expensive. I mean, we could have gone for a yacht, you know. We wanted a yacht. When we created the video idea for Hurricane, it was like, oh yeah, we need a yacht, like big one. And then we saw the prices and the fees for renting it, and it was like, okay, let's go for a tiny one, like a tiny boat.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's as funny as you make it, like.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been funny if you guys were on a canoe.
Yeah, exactly.
With a motor, like if the canoe had a motor and some guy dressed as a captain, it would still be funny because it's what you make out of it.
Yeah, we had to take a yacht or a boat or whatever that is big enough to have Mia Julia on it. She had to stand behind.
By the way, I didn't know who she was until after the video, but now I'm well versed in everything that she has done. I've spent some quality time doing research.
Yeah. You're always very picky with your research. It's good to know.
I'm hands-on with my research.
Oh God, I love you.
Now I even lost track of thought of where we were going with this. But,
yeah.
I want to ask you about the songs on this album. Because like I said, you have a lot of singles that people already heard even before the album came out. You guys have been touring in Europe, playing shows. What track of all of the singles gets the biggest reaction from the audience?
We Got the Moves.
Yeah. Really? Wow, I thought we'd be Pump It.
Yeah, Pump It is our intro song, but I don't know why exactly. It's not that Pump It is bad. It's we start our show with Pump It. It's like the bam. But I don't know if it's the beat or something, but people on the summer festivals or on our headlining shows, it's like people go crazy. And especially for the da, 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 da part, you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, you never know when you write a song, you can like it when you write it, you can like it when you listen to it in the car while driving or at home, whatever. But what I wanted to say is that you can like a song listening, or you can like listening to a song, but you hate playing it live, for example, or the other way around, And sometimes my favorite songs to listen to are the ones that I hate playing live. So with We Got the Moves, I didn't know how it would turn out, but from the very first show on our European tour, a Hyper tour, in Paris, first date, the people went crazy. Everybody was chanting with us, and people everywhere. Like, I just saw feet and heads and body parts and everywhere. And from that point on, from that time on, we knew that this song would kick ass every single show we play.
So I don't know what you guys have been selling merch-wise in the European tour. I know you guys are going to have a US tour. Are you guys going to have some electric Callboy glow sticks and shit like that? Because I feel like we kind of need that to party with you guys.
When we think of techno, and we just had a little promo show the other day, we needed all our band photos were just funny, hilarious photos of our video shoots, We didn't have a proper band photo. So we had a little photo shooting, and we had lasers with us, and they're going to be released very soon, the photos, and we have like laser beams and lightful colors, and I like that. And when you say glow sticks, would fit perfectly, like throwing them in. We did that once, but this would be something very cool to to bring up again. It's a good idea. I have to keep that in my head.
Yeah, it's free of charge. It's just out of the goodness of my heart. I'm just
you should be a promotion agency or something.
I should. I have great ideas, just no budget. When you look at outside of techno, when you look at everything that Electric Callboy has done across 6 records, what are you most proud of?
Most proud of is that the fact that we made it through the hard times, I would say, because when I think of our band growing over the last 12 years already, there has never been an up. There has never been a down, like it always went, no matter how fast, but it always went a little bit up. And then when we came to the point where we parted ways with our old singer, it was like, okay, this is the first time that I don't know how it's it's gonna work, you know, like, are we gonna quit now? Was it that? And I was very afraid, and I know we've been talking about that last time, but I was so afraid to crash, to ruin all that I've been working, all of us have been working for the past 10 years. It's not only like for the fun of it, it's our baby, you know, it's like a company that you put up for yourself, and to see that on an edge, you know, it was very afraid. And I'm very, very proud that we made it, like, over this hard times, that we not only got a new singer, a wonderful new singer, but also the fun came back, all the good times came back, and with it, even more people that like what we're doing, what we absolutely thankful for. And yeah, now we're talking second time, and it's 2 years already.
I was just going to say, the first time, this is my last question for you. The first time we've heard of Electric Callboy was 5 years ago when we did a reaction video for you guys. At that time, nobody was doing reaction videos for Electric Callboy. Nobody outside probably of Germany or Europe even knew who you guys were. And to see where you guys were then and where the popularity and how massive you guys are now, it blows my mind. So what's next in this path of global domination for Electric Callboy?
Wow, this is we're always very humble. That is our I don't know, our credo, our little credo. Like, we're always humble, and we have little goals, of course, and we always be thankful and know where you're coming from. This might sound a little bit like odd, but it's exactly what we live like. And thing is, we have so big shows at the moment. We have so many people coming out to the shows, and it was so fast, you know, so many shows in little time, that we couldn't even realize exactly what was going on, you know. It was good that I was at home for a week or two now, just to realize some things that have happened during the summer, you know. And the next goal is our techno tour in Europe, for example. We have the biggest tour we've ever played, with big arenas and up to 10,000 people. This is when I think about that, it's just still not in my head. I can't realize that. And we had our own festival, the Escalation Fest, in an arena like location near our hometown, and so many people were there, over 8,000 people already. And to see that, you have to just stand back for a while and look at the crowd and say, wow, what have we done here? It's still getting goosebumps from that imagination, you know. And absolutely. And yeah, I just live every day, and I'm being happy about it. And there we are again. Like, I like goals. Having goals keeps you going, you know, but don't want to set them too high in this situation, because it always can go down, you know. Always can go down. And I experienced some bad things when I thought nothing can happen to me, you know. So I'm always like, be satisfied with the situation you're in, but never rest and never get out of your side what you're doing that for, you know. And
well, Kevin, thank you very much for your time today. Next time you guys host another festival, I expect an invitation so that I can hop on a plane and meet you guys there, and with glow sticks in hand, and
that would be so cool.
We can party like it's 1999.
Oh, that would be so cool. I mean, that would be so cool. And the thing is, when you're going back to Portugal one day, just for a vacation or something, David is going to be there in 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know, after our tour. And yeah, I can't wait to see you, man, in person.
Yeah,
finally.
Me too. All the best for you guys with the album, with the tours, with the shows. Thank you for taking the time. I know you have a super busy schedule. Keep doing what you guys are doing, and we'll see each other in person, on the internet. We'll stay in touch. Take care, man.
Pedro, thank you very much. Have a good one. Say bye-bye.